everyone. Day 2 at E3 is already starting off with a bang. I have Lil Wayne behind me at the Samsung Galaxy booth, and I can't wait to see what else is going to happen today. Let's go. So we're standing at Into the Pixel, the gallery featured at E3, which showcases some incredible art from different video games such as The Witcher 3, League of Legends. And the reason why we're here today is to show you that there's so many different things that video games bring to us as the public. Definitely the art, the wonderful gameplay, but also incredible soundtracks and what you're seeing behind me right now. So we're walking through the gallery, taking a look at some of the artwork, and we're very surprised and happy to find one of our own, CGS-tv posters, Yuri, who's up here right now. So Yuri, if you're out there, congratulations. We're happy to see you up on these walls. Alright, so I just got done slaying some zombies in DeadRising4. It was so much fun. And now I'm standing here with Geoff Coates, who is the art director over at Capcom, art director on this game. Hey Geoff.
Hey,
how are you? Good, how are you?
I'm good.
And our community also knows you. You make some awesome comic strips for us that we feature. The most recent, which was the 5 stages of finaling, right?
Yes, which is what I'm in now. Yeah.
So what's different about DeadRising4 in comparison to the first one 10 years ago?
Oh, it's come a long way. So visually, obviously, as an art director, I care about the visuals, and it's just leaps and bounds beyond where we were 10 years ago. Somebody yesterday was asking me if we were running this off a PC because it looks so good. But no, this is all off kit. This is all Xbox. And the other differences are Frank West is back, but we kind of changed the way he looks a little bit. What I've been telling people is that Frank used to wear his personality in his clothes, right? Like, so you saw him, you knew exactly who he was. Yeah. And now we made a decision to make him look more like what he is, which is a photojournalist, and then kind of let his personality come through in his dialogue, some of the things he does. He's actually got a great personality. It's one of the best characters we've worked with.
Oh, that's fantastic. I just picked up a parking meter and completely obliterated like 20 at one time.
That's one of the other new things in this version of the game. So Frank has an exosuit now, which allows him to use things in the world that he couldn't normally use. So as you found out, he can pick up parking meters, he can punch cars down the street, and we're putting a bunch of other stuff in the world that you wouldn't expect Frank to normally be able to use, that he can use to kill way more zombies.
So awesome, and it's really fun. And then the last question I'll ask, just a little bit of the behind the scenes. What is your day-to-day like as an art director on a game like this? If you could point out top 3 things that happen.
Well, one of the great things is I work with an amazing team. You can see it in the work they're doing now. I kind of go check in on what they're doing. We talk a lot about what the direction's supposed to be. At this point in the game, it's really about executing. So I just kind of go around and make sure everyone's sort of focused on the right things. And then I kind of just get out of their way because they're all super professional, very good artists. So the most fun I have is really just interacting with the artists on the floor on a day-to-day basis.
That sounds like a great gig.
That's awesome.
And great job on the game. It's really fun. You all should check it out for sure. Thanks so much, Geoff.
Thank you.
Yeah. So one thing we noticed after walking the show floor both today and yesterday is that there's a big emphasis on race games, whether it be VR, PC, console. Racing is definitely making a comeback, like you can see behind me with this PlayStation. I'm here with Rafael Grassetti, character art director on God of War. and Dela Longfish, lead character artist on God of War. How's it going, guys?
Pretty good. It's great to see the reaction of the public looking at the franchise.
It's been a fantastic E3 for us so far. We're really
That's so great to hear. Congratulations on being here at this moment. With a franchise like this where you have characters that we come to know, and like Kratos, you know, what room for flexibility is there within their design stylistically? Do you have room to play a little bit, or?
Yeah, I think everybody kind of know what Kratos is and the core of it. And, you know, coming in as a fan too, we wanted to keep as much as possible intact, but at the same time playing with, you know, I guess everybody wants to work on Kratos and kind of explore what he is and how much we can push without breaking, to make sure the fans kind of recognize him. And so it's been a great challenge for sure.
And I think overall, we're just always trying to keep like the heart of who the character was, because that's already been established, and just kind of doing this next chapter with them. It's been fantastic. So
Great. Sounds like people are in for a great experience coming up. And then speaking on behalf of the artists and the people who are watching who might want to be in roles similar to yours one day, what would they need in their arsenal to be, you know, an art director or a lead artist? What is necessary? What does it take? If you can speak just on a couple of things from your experience.
Take that one.
I think the main thing that we're looking for when we kind of go in this is just a lot of like visual storytelling. Like the execution is great, but also bringing the imagination, especially on something like God of War, where we're designing a lot of stuff that doesn't exist. We want the execution, but the imagination at the same time. So that storytelling is really key to that. So that's something we look for.
Yeah, we get a lot of portfolios that come in, and we always looking at the creative side of things and how, not just like how you draw. Of course, the quality is it's a key element, but you know the personality and your personality, how you deal with the project and what you bring to the team. It's pretty important. Yeah.
I'm sure where you're working for 3 or 4 years on a project, it's important to have a good camaraderie and a relationship with the people you're working with.
Yes.
So definitely seems like that exists for you. Cool. Well, thanks so much, guys, both of you. We just talked to Rafael and Dela, and now we just ran into Cecil and Justin. And Cecil used to be at Sony for over 11 years, and now both of them represent Section Studios. And they're working on 2 of the games that we see behind us right now, and a little bit of some other fun stuff. So can you speak on that a little bit for us?
Yes, hi. Well, we've been working on a couple internal projects and also help out these 2 big titles both on the service side. So E3 is always a great opportunity to come out and, you know, catch up with friends. And me experience working at Sony Santa Monica 11 years definitely help us company launch and propel. So yeah, this is a really good place to be.
That's great.
Yeah, I mean, we started our studio doing a lot of visual development for Sony and Microsoft, and we still do that. But recently we started developing our own games. So we recently signed on a game deal with a publisher in Korea called 433. So we're working on an action RPG game right now that will be released worldwide end of the year. Yeah, so we're working on that right now.
That's fantastic. So maybe we'll see that at E3 next year, yeah?
Yeah.
How many people are working on this, out of curiosity?
Well, in our studio, we have about 65 people. On our main game right now, we have about 30, 35 people working on it.
Great. And what did both of you do specifically?
Well, we both run as creative director, art director, and we have to pay bills. And
Yeah, 'cause we have a few smaller games, but we also have a lot of clients like Sony, you know, and other people as well. So, you know, we're just trying to manage everything right now.
That's great. Well, congrats on having so much going on, and I look forward to seeing that game next year. Yeah, thank you. All right, everyone. I'm here with the fellas of the Raid. Shout out to Starbreeze Studios who made it. You can look out for it on Steam soon. And we're going to say goodbye to you for day 2. Be on the lookout tomorrow for the 3rd day of E3. We had a blast, and I am having the time of my life right now. I'll see you tomorrow.